Okay, we're doing part 2 of the reflexive verbs. For part 1, we learned why we use reflexive verbs and reflexive pronouns, and now we're going to learn how to do them again and practice a little bit. So for the first step you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and find the reflexive pronoun that matches the subject of your sentence. So if you're talking about yourself, you're going to use me. If you're asking your friend, you're going to use te. If you're saying you, etc. Okay, so kind of you're going to pick the pronoun that you want first. That is the first thing you're going to do. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to conjugate the verb. So the first thing you have to do, of course, is to take off the say, because you've already picked your pronoun, and then you're going to just conjugate the verb just like usual in the present or and later on you'll do it in the past tense, but right now it's the present tense. So if I'm saying for yourself, it'd be ducho, and then you've got the me in front. So me ducho would be I shower. And again, in English, we don't say I shower myself, but that's essentially what it's saying in Spanish. So, do you shower? Te duchas. You shower? Usted se ducha. She showers? Ella se ducha, etc. So, that's how you form the preterite tense. So, now we're going to let you kind of try. We're going to do one together, and then you can pause the recording and see if you can figure out the rest of these. So the first one is, the first step, we're going to find what our pronoun, or what our subject of our sentence is. So that's Miguel y yo. Okay, so if Miguel y yo, that would be the same as saying nosotros. Okay, you can leave the nosotros off, or you can put it on, but we're going to go ahead and include that in there. Then remember, our first step, it's a reflexive verb. We see that by right there. So we're going to pick the pronoun, the reflexive pronoun that goes with nosotros. So if we go back to our chart here, we find nosotros, and we see that it is nos. So we're going to go ahead and put nos in there. Okay, now we have to go ahead and conjugate the verb. So we took off the se and turned it into a nos, and now we're going to conjugate lavar. It's just a regular AR verb. So we would say LAV, and then the ending for the nosotros form is amos for ARs. So it would be Miguel y yo nos lavamos los dientes. We brush our teeth. Okay, so let's do one more and then you can try. So the next one, we're going to take the verb despertarse. Now remember, earlier we said that if it had an asterisk by it, that meant that it is a stem changing verb also. So you have something else you have to remember. So first, our subject of our sentence is yo. So we're going to go ahead and put the pronoun. We're going to get rid of it off the end here. And we're going to put the pronoun that is associated with yo, which if you look back to your previous, right here, we've got yo. So we're going to use me. Okay, so that's our first step. Then the second step is to go ahead and conjugate the verb despertar in the yo form. And it's a stem changer, so it's des, B, and then the E is going to change to IE. So it's despierto. Okay, me despierto. I get myself up at 6:30 in the morning. Yo me despierto. All right, go ahead and pause the recording and see if you can figure out the last ones. Okay, now you can check your answers. How did you do? So here we had the two forms, so it would be te cepillas. Paula y Susana is the same as saying ellos, or they, or in this case ellas, because it's Paula y Susana, two girls. So it'd be ellas, or Paula y Susana, se acuestan. Okay, so go through and check your answers and see how you did.